Well guys, it is a cloudy, overcast day, but it's rather warm out. And I have got to get these fruit trees sprayed today. So, I am going to set up the sprayer. If I can get the key in this lock. Get in there. Well, I got a bit of a problem. This new oil filter is leaking. I don't know if you guys can see it back there. I'm losing a lot of oil. I do not know why the oil filter keeps leaking. Well, I don't know what's going on with the oil. I'm going to have to watch it closely, but there was a lot of oil that spilled out. So, anyway, alright, let me get this sprayer loaded up. I'm going to keep a close eye on the oil while I'm doing this. And we'll see what happens, because I'm running out of time today. Alright, so I'm filling this with water now. The first thing I'm going to put in is this wettable sulfur, and this is a fungicide. And it says 1 to 3 tablespoons per gallon. That's a 16-gallon sprayer. So, yeah, I have to do the math. It's too early in the morning to be doing math. But anyway, I'm going to add this to the water, and then I'm going to add the surround. Okay, so I have this pitcher that I made up. It's set up for 14 cups right there at that line. And anyway, I like to do about 5 cups per gallon of water, believe it or not. And this is about for 1 gallon. Or one of these is like 1 cup per gallon. So I have to do 5 of these. There, I got it right. Forgot how to do it. But anyway, I didn't fill it all the way to 16 gallons, so 14 cups is fine. But anyway, for the first dosage, or the first batch that I spray on the trees, I like to go heavier. And then once the coating is on there, we're good to go. I'm going to add some surfactant on this as well, or sticker spreader. You can use like a insecticidal soap, which I don't have, so I'm going to have to use ordinary dish soap, but that helps get this to coat on the leaves. It breaks down the waxy coat on the leaf so that this sticks better. This is always fun to mess with because it gets over everything. Like I said, even when it's a powder, it's not easy to work with. This is the price you have to pay in this part of the country if you want to do things organically or mostly organic. Because there are no organic pesticides that will kill the plum curculio. So you have to use a crop protectant like this to try to keep them at bay. Because this stuff gets in their feet parts and it agitates them. And they don't like it. So they try to avoid the plant. Is that the 3rd cup per gallon? Can't remember. Well, all we have is some palm olive. I guess Dawn would be a better choice. But anyway, yeah. Not going to put too much of this in here. Hopefully that's enough. Alright, let's go spray some trees. finished and I can see that there's stuff on the lens. I thought this was far enough away, but apparently it's not, so now I gotta clean the camera. Anyway, this is the result. Stuff definitely makes a mess. Well, Michelle and I are going back up to the camper today. Try to get a little bit of work done on it, maybe wash it if I can get the water system de-winterized. Alright, we just put in the new anode for the hot water heater. Like to switch this out every year. Should be good enough. Here's the old one. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but it's starting to get eaten away there. So it's like 10 bucks. Why not replace it every year? That way you don't have to worry about forgetting about it and it getting all chewed up and leaving residue inside your hot water heater. So I'm trying to figure out how these levers are supposed to be off the hot water heater. There's one up there on that, I guess the input, and then one on the output here, or vice versa. Anyway, I do not know how to do that, and the manual doesn't say a whole lot either. But as I was digging around back here, way back there, there's an instruction thing on that tube, which is, it was actually back behind the hot water heater. I could not see it, and then I like caught a glimpse of just the very corner of it and pulled it out. Can you believe that? That is crazy. But now I need to take a picture of that so I can read the darn thing, because I can't read it from here. Trying to squeeze through this little hole here. Okay, I'm using this water pump to pump water into our tank from our 60-gallon water bladder here that's in the back of the Trooper. And then I'm probably just de-winterize it. I'm not going to sterilize it today. But anyway, this pump, got it from Harbor Freight. It's a newer style. I prefer the older style, but it works well. Just got it hooked up to the battery. It's got its own switch on it. I eventually will think about hooking that up permanently inside here. But at this point, I'm not really that concerned about it. But here it is. It's a non-submersible transfer pump. Are you enjoying this camping day?
Oh yeah, it's great.
We are just sitting here waiting for the water to finish pumping into the holding tank. Still going. And with our new thermostat, it is 80 degrees in here. Now we're trying to get the air out of the lines with the water pump and get rid of the antifreeze. Slowly but surely. One thing I'd like to do for this camper is get a high capacity water pump. Better than what's on here now. Alright, we got it de-winterized. Now we can go home. Alright, let's see if we can get some of this camper clean now. Some of that bird poop off. Let me add some hot water to it. now that we're finished the camper, it's time to go get some dinner. Because I don't feel like cooking, and I don't think Michelle ever wants to cook, so yeah, there's that. Now we got to make a decision. Well, guys, you know how they say it, when it rains, it pours. Well, Michelle and I, we went down to Westminster to get dinner. We went to Roy Rogers, we got some burgers and stuff. But anyway, on the way back, my truck started acting weird. We came to a stop because there was a cop in the middle of the road, and he had stopped. And as I started accelerating, I went from first into second, and then the transmission started slipping really bad. And I'm like, oh my God, what the heck's going on? So second to third, and I never get into fourth anymore. So I shut it off when I got home and took a look at a couple things, turned it back on after I ate dinner, took it for a ride, and still doing the same thing. So I called my friend Jerry again and was explaining it to him. He's like, you know, just go ahead and check the battery. Let's start with something simple. So I checked the battery without it running, 8.5 volts, 9 volts, somewhere in there. So then I started up, started running it, and checked it again, 9.5 to 10 volts. So my alternator has gone bad, and the alternator will cause problems with the transmission. But I'm also thinking that it might also be causing a problem with the misfire. So we might have actually found out what the problem of the truck is. But I got to get a new alternator installed in there. So that's going to be another project. I got to find one that I'm happy with putting in. I'm probably going to go with a Denso 90 amp remanufactured, which is an original equipment for this truck. But anyway, yeah, maybe because the voltage got down low enough, it caused a transmission problem, which actually might fix the problem with the what we thought was the fuel injector. I mean, that is the hope anyway that I've got, that this is what's going to happen when I put a new alternator. All the problems are going to go away. We'll see. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. And everybody, please smash that like button and hit the notification bell to get notified of new videos when they become available. Right now, we are doing daily vlogs under this quarantine situation. We usually put a video out every Sunday morning. But right now, we're trying to do them every day for you guys, just to give you something to watch, and having a lot of fun doing it anyway. And this week, depending on scheduling, we are going to be doing our 500 subscriber giveaway. So we're going to do a live stream coming up soon. With this problem, I might have to delay it a little bit, I don't know. But thanks again for watching, guys. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.